dum 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 dum
Space between space between.
Yeah. Welcome to the Space Between podcast, where we talk about the space between life and art, passion and business, what's happening now, and what's happening next. I'm Pat Shand.
I'm Amy Shand.
How are you today?
I'm good. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm good. How are you?
It's windy as shit out.
It's so windy.
I thought that you were going to start driving and that you'd be so taken by the wind that the car would be whipped from your hand and you'd be destroyed.
It's so windy. And I didn't because I work in a drive-through, and it's so annoying because when it turns on, it amplifies the wind. So it's like, let me get a... I'm like, can you please yell at the top of your lungs or come inside?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Definitely.
And you open the window, all the freaking napkins and the straws and the change and the dollar bills just go flying across the fucking store.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because we disagree over drive-through etiquette about what you should do if it's raining. To me, if it's raining, go into the drive-through so you don't make the lobby a mess, right? You think if it's raining, go inside so the person in the drive-thru doesn't have to get their hands wet, right?
Yeah.
I think that it's rude to go in the drive-thru if there's a windstorm as there is right now.
The wind is really bad and loud. It sounds like ghosts out there. It's like, whoa. I'm sitting in the apartment. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Because I'm from San Diego.
Yeah.
That's unusual to me. Okay?
No, I mean, this is unusual to me, too. It started last night late.
Yeah.
And
howling.
Yeah, it's howling out there. And I didn't tell you this because I wanted to tell you on air, but there was an incident today with the cats.
Oh, my God.
And there was a separate incident. My car was damaged.
What?
Both by the wind, yeah.
The fuck?
So check it out.
Went on today while I was gone.
Which story do you want to hear first?
The cats.
So, here's more about the cats on the car, of course, as you should. So watch.
As long as you're okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Pissed off, but fine. So, got home, and right now our counter at this point was covered in empty water bottles because we healthy, stay drinking water. And I hadn't.
You do, yeah.
I do, yeah. She doesn't. She'll take a sip and put it down. Our place is covered in water bottles like a modern version of fucking signs. Just half empty water everywhere.
I never finish them.
It's true. Unhealthy, my wife. No, just kidding. She's otherwise pretty healthy. So our counter was covered in that. I had a few boxes there that I just brought in, and basically I was gonna get up to start putting things away, but Hoyt, one of our cats, and Chi-Chi, one of our other cats, and Odo, one of our other cats, were all kind of crowding around the sink area. Hoyt and Odo were up, so.
Like up on the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Granted, the wind has been howling all day, but there was a particularly strong gust, and it scared Hoyt. He expelled some juice from his anal gland.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he kicked off, sent all the water bottles scattering, scared the rest of the cats. Everyone's all bushy-tailed, and they run all away in a fucking instant. It's like a split-second event.
I hate when something like that happens because it's so loud, and it's like, did they hurt themselves banging around like that? Because all of a sudden, boom.
Yep.
It's like, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yep. I went to Hoyt, and he...
How'd you know about the anal juice thing?
I'm about to tell you. So,
is that like a fear mechanism?
Yeah, it's like it's like ah,
Oh my god! He's like that little ink fish on Finding Nemo.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you made me splat.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Except anus juice,
That's
fuck.
what it is on Finding Nemo. Just kidding.
Fucking
that's really gross.
So I went to the bedroom, okay? And I'm like, let me see if everyone's okay.
Was this right before I came home?
About 40 minutes before, yeah.
Because you definitely wiped Hoyt's butt.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch. Amy's fucking connecting the dots here, you know. She saw me take a cat wipe and wipe Hoyt's ass. I was on the phone though, so she couldn't say
He's on a
how'd you
business
know?
call wiping his ass.
Yeah. We're wiping Hoyt's ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hoyt's ass, not his.
Not to say I don't take business calls
Not this
while
time.
wiping my ass.
Not this time.
You'll never know. I'm a silent killer. I could be on the phone making deals, stacking chips, collecting Havarti, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, with my other hand, I could be wiping my own anus, okay? But watch. So
This is about Hoyt.
on this particular call, I was wiping someone else's anus, okay? But
Someone.
so Hoyt is someone.
I know, he's our child.
So watch. I go into the bedroom to see the situation because normally when an event happens, as I call this, the cats scatter and most try to go under this one armchair we have. So I go in, the room is empty. I'm like, they're all fucking hiding somewhere. So, well, our one cat Wesley, it doesn't give a fuck. He's sitting here on the couch where he's right here. Let me show you.
He hasn't moved.
He's here. That's where he was when the event happened. Everyone else went on their fucking like pussy way, you know, like just scared shitless.
Scattered.
And Wesley's like, "No, that's the wind, dumb fucks. I'm here.
Wesley's been there.
I've experienced this. I'm old." So watch. I go in the bedroom. And I'm in a fucking ghost town. So I'm like, Hoyt, come out, buddy. Because he's the one I'm most concerned about, you know, because
He's the juicer.
he gets bushy-tailed. You know, the other cats are scared and a little bit bushy-tailed. Hoyt's tail bushes up so hard he gets mad scared about this bullshit. Oh, hey, Zach's here. Here we go. Zach comments, "Hi, glad I caught you."
Hey, Zach.
I'm glad you caught us too. Shannon goes, "Oh my god, LMAO. I jumped into you guys saying wiped Hoyt's butt." Oh yeah, so Hoyt juiced
Hi,
himself.
welcome.
The wind scared him, for those catching up right now. I guess anyone who just listens on SoundCloud, we also stream live.
Mm-hmm.
We're living in 2K19 in this bitch, okay? So, go in. And I call Hoyt. He comes out pretty quickly. I'm very proud of him. His tail's bushy as fuck. It's looking like a fucking Nimbus 3000 from Harry Potter, you know? Just big and bushy, you know? So I stroke him. I'm petting him. And I gotta pick him up like a baby. Just comforting him. He's already purring. And I feel a bit of juice on his butthole, you know? And it's unmistakable. He has like little tufts around the what's the right word? The anu area, the anu, right? And it's just a bit.
It's definitely the right word.
It's a bit liquidy, you know. Just beat it a little bit with liquid, and I'm like, oh, okay. We know about this with Hoyt. He is a very anusy boy. In the past, we actually changed his diet because his stomach couldn't take the normal food that the other cats get. So he is on a special diet, and this is about to get graphic. Okay, it's about to get graphic.
It's about to.
Well, this isn't my story. The vet told me this story.
As soon as you said there was an incident with the cats, I knew the word incident meant this is gonna be vulgar.
I wouldn't call this vulgar yet.
Okay.
So, watch. Took Hoyt to the vet, and the vet was like, seeing if his glands were swollen, and the vet told me that he pressed the gland and had only a moment to go to the side because it shot like a fucking dart, except it was juice at him, you know, and the vet dodged the juice.
It's great on the video podcast because you're like doing a rendition of the dodge.
Yeah. That should be a video game, you know,
Oh my God,
where like
no.
some guy has a gun and it's just a cat backwards, you know. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm just like still kind of hungover, so I'm kind of like.
No, I'm just checking in on you. One time I told a story. It was the first time Amy met my mom, and she was on her best behavior. I didn't get the memo that I needed to act different.
He was on his worst behavior.
I was on my worst behavior.
No.
Remember? The story, there's a little side story there. I was telling a story that I heard in the news. It was important news about these rabbis who had gotten in trouble for a super what's that word? Orthodox version of a bris. And It was a situation. I just told a story. I was doing my duty. I was reporting the news to them. I was basically Barbara fucking Walters, and Amy thought it was just too graphic for a public situation. So I just wanted to check that wasn't the same situation here. Okay.
Fine.
So watch. I noticed Hoyt's situation with his asshole. And, and then Amy comes home. I get a phone call. It's all happening at once. So I just casually during the phone call, I just take a little wiper and wipe his butt a little bit, you know? And I'm just gonna inspect the kitchen a bit later to see if there's any juice. He probably was like at a little bit of leakage, you know? But it happens to the best of us. It happened to Amy recently, you know?
Excuse me? No, it didn't. I was just about to say that you're such a good cat dad because you always deal with like all the gross stuff and all the medication and things like that. So that's probably why you're so callous to things like this, because you're always the one that like deals with their medical stuff and their bodily functions. You cut their nails. You're the one, like when we take them to the vet and they have like a regimen for medication and stuff. Like Wesley, he gets medicine in the mouth and in the ears and stuff. You do all that. You clean the buttholes, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean the truth of it is, like,
I just scoop the litter.
No, that's not true.
Feed them.
You do clean Neil's butt sometimes, but the truth is this.
Neil and I are very close, yes.
I always like the idea of changing a kid's diaper, a human baby's diaper. That to me is the grossest thing in the world.
It just depends on who you are.
Like the poop, like we go in every crevice. Just fuck that, you know. But with cats, their bodily functions, that doesn't gross me out at all. You know, like literally at all.
And
like,
we have a lot of cats too, so we're just used to it.
I mean, it probably is because I see them as my children. That like I'm just like, oh, my instinct is take care of them first. Like I don't think, oh, this ass juice smells. I think after I take care of him, I'm gonna have to wash my hands 4 times, and not even because it's gross. To be practical, because cat ass juice has a very potent smell. You know. So yeah, that was incident number 1. And, because of the wind, one, Hoyt, when you listen to this podcast, 1, I love you, okay? 2, bruh, the wind? Come on. How long have you been alive? He's 3.5 now?
Yeah.
Yo, the wind, okay?
They don't go outside either, so they're probably like, what?
Hoyt, are you 1.5? No.
He's a baby.
You're 3.5. The wind is the thing that happens.
And
you know?
you're sure he's the one that set it off? Like he was the one that was scared that made everyone else?
Oh, no. I saw it happen. I was sitting on the couch, and it was a show the viewers watching. The ass use incident happened right there.
Oh, look at my LOL house.
Right there. Yeah. Look at her LOL dollhouse. Your boy built that. Okay. Zach says, Is it a Monday or Tuesday podcast?
Because last week we did on Tuesday, because on Monday I think I worked late or something like that.
Yes. What it is that we released the official audio and the official video paired with the official audio on YouTube on Tuesdays, but we try to live stream it on Monday just so people who want to see it get recorded can chime in, you know, and just see how we make the fucking sausage, you know? Oh, and you want to hear what happened to my car today?
Yes.
Yo. More because of the wind. I was just smoothing out my fucking like titty flap right here. If I lean back and then lean forward, it makes a titty flap. You know, just gotta smooth that shit out.
It's the texture of the shirt. It like sticks to your skin.
It's true. It's my titties too, though.
Oh my God.
So I went to Staples to get some more shipping supplies.
Oh, did you go to Petco?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not part of the fuck. It's not part of the fucking
all
story.
right. Go ahead.
You know. I received word, and I don't have a tracking number yet, but this is great news. I received word from Crack and Print, fucking finally, that Afterglow, our next Kickstarter campaign, is going to be shipping to us soon.
Sweet.
And then as soon as we get that, my vow to you is that I always ship to backers within a week of receiving the books. Because I don't want to have your books. I want you to have your books, okay? So, as soon as I heard this from Crack and Print, I started to prepare the envelopes, and I realized that I'm about about a good like 180 envelope, like blank envelope short. So I needed a staple strip today. Drove to Staples, and I was preparing a fast food review on my phone. Just I wanted to pop it out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, like a social media fucking savvy socialite, okay? And I got it out. The review was out. It's for McDonald's new cheesy bacon fries, which, spoilers, garbage.
Really?
Horrible. The cheese.
What a bummer.
I mean, read the full review. Follow me at Pat Chand on all platforms. The cheese tasted as if it was salt sauce. Like, it was no dairy quality. It was just straight up salty. Real bad. And plus, don't put liquid cheese on French fries. Have it be a solid cheese that you melt, right?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Except for Shake Shack has bacon cheese fries, and their cheese is like saucy.
It is, but
It's like thick though. It's like good.
It feels like a different quality. Like that cheese, right? If you let that cheese go, I think it'll form a skin over it.
Yeah, it's like they melt it all in a pot or something.
I believe that's true. This feels like Cheese Whiz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck
and
that.
only ever put Cheese Whiz on a cheese steak, or have a slightly spicy version of that for nachos. Otherwise, keep it for your fucking self, okay? I don't want that. I want an actual cheese melted on my fries, okay? So that shit was nasty. But
Damn.
I got the fast food review out, okay? And as I'm finishing, I'm parked, meanwhile. I feel an impact with my car. It was as if a car hit me. And
Wait, you were parked and stopped.
yeah, I was in the Staples parking lot.
Okay.
And I look up, and there's a shopping cart there.
No.
Yeah, yo.
It blew into your car?
Yep.
Oh my god.
And then...
Yo, that's hilarious because let me tell you,
Yeah.
when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was about 17 years old. I was dating someone who was trash.
Okay.
Crazy.
Trying to figure out who this person was, but okay.
Okay. And I was parked in the parking lot of where I work, and this person came and punched a dent in the side of my truck.
He made a dent.
Yep. And
Okay.
I straight up...
The boyfriend.
Yep. I
Okay.
told my dad
Yeah.
that a shopping cart had blown into the side of my truck and made a dent in the parking lot of my job.
Okay, so...
And he did not believe me.
No. I know why he didn't believe you. See, because now I know what a dent from a shopping cart looks like. Not like that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a fucking like a slightly weak dragon.
Aw.
So there's like three lines, three little. It's like less of a dent and more like a scratch.
Yeah.
And
Like Jurassic Park.
exactly like a velociraptor who's like the weakling of the group. The Velociruntor. Okay. Fucking. So the cart was there, and I just like sat for a moment. I was like, that fucking happened. And then
He was shook. He said,
yeah, I got out the car to like see who let it go. You know, just I'm
he
ready to
was
fucking.
trying to scrap.
But then I see. it was like the fucking Wizard of Oz. I'm seeing multiple shopping carts rolling across the parking lot.
I referenced the Wizard of Oz today at work.
Did
because
you?
of the wind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything was going everywhere.
we marry.
We are.
Fucking so. I have no one to blame. I have no one to argue with. No one to take the brunt of this fucking smoke.
That's so sad and funny.
You know what the saddest part is? I got out the car. I took the shopping cart in my hand so it doesn't go away and hit a different car. And I'm looking at the damage. And then I Google what to do if shopping cart hit car. You know? And it pretty much says don't tell your insurance because what they'll make you pay is probably about what you would pay if you just go to the shop anyway. So I'm like, fuck, well, I'm not going to get it fixed because it's a little scratch. Who
Why'd
cares?
you Google it? Were you trying to sue Staples?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Why not? You know? Why not just see if I can get a little bit of fucking Asiago out of this bitch, you know? And
Unbelievable. Okay.
I mean,
You Googled it.
it's not my fault. I didn't do this shit to my car.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say. It's still recording. Had a little scare there. The saddest part, though, right? I get out the car, and the whole time I'm holding the shopping cart, and then when I decide to not do anything about it, I just take the same shopping cart.
And you used it.
Yeah.
You accepted your nut and you used
I
it.
did.
Because that shopping cart came to you.
It did.
It said, hey, pick me.
Shit came hard. And
That's hilarious.
as I was pulling up to Staples, with the shopping cart, I go to turn in, and this woman and her daughter stop like next to me, and the woman goes, "I saw that," and in my head, I'm like, "What the fuck do you see?" You know? And then she goes, "I saw what happened to you." I was like,
So what happened to you?
I said, "Oh yeah, that was crazy, right?" And she said, "Yeah, and there are other shopping carts just going." And I was like, "Yeah." And then she asked me to make love to her, and I said, "I can't. Have a wife at home waiting with bated breath for me."
You should have. She said, I saw what happened to you. You should sue Staples.
I mean, that part of the conversation actually something similar did happen. She said, "Are you going to say anything?" And I was like, "No." I looked it up and on Google it said not to. I mean,
Oh
and then the
my
conversation was
God.
over. You know,
That's so
she
funny.
blew me a kiss, walked away. You know, held her hand to her heart as she turned the aisle. You know.
You took the kiss, put it in your pocket.
I did. Took it in my pocket, and I only held it in my pocket until she was out of sight, and then I fucking discarded that shit. I was like, got too many of these, you know?
Oh, Louis.
But yeah, that was my day. How was your day?
Not nearly as exciting. Just worked, you know. I was supposed to work a short shift, but I went in a little bit early because we were short staffed, and
Yeah.
now I'm home and you're gonna cook some dinner. I'm super excited to eat it. And yeah, that's about it. Just work. But I'm excited because we are in the process of planning a trip to San Diego with your mom, like we
Yeah.
talked about. So we're
Yeah.
about to book our tickets in the next couple days for that.
Well, hold on. Why don't we book it after this episode's over?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we'll just fucking do it tonight.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then, so that'll be fun coming up. And that's not work related.
No.
It's very good.
That is gonna be fun. I miss San Diego so much.
Me too.
It's been let's see, October, November, December, January. It's been 4 months since we've been there.
Too long.
And I mean, no offense to anyone that we know, but who I miss most is a guy named Roberto.
We love the Mexican food place called Roberto's there. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I mean, to be honest, we love the Mexican food there, full stop.
Oh yeah,
But-
all the San
but-
Diego Mexican food's pretty good.
Absolutely, but my favorite joint for sure is Roberto's. You know, and I like to make sure I get each every dish that I like at least once. Right?
Mm-hmm.
California burrito,
Carnitas tacos.
carnitas tacos, pollo asada tacos, hard shell chicken tacos,
Carne asada fries.
carne asada fries, boqueros, fucking probably carne asada tacos. You know,
Yeah.
there's
All the meat is so good. You have to get it in like a different dish, you know?
so much of it, yeah. And what is they have a version of the Al Pastor tacos that is called something else there. I forget what it is.
What do you mean? Isn't that carnitas?
Al Pastor? No.
What are you talking about?
Al Pastor is it's like a seasoned pork that you cut off with a knife and pan with pineapple.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one because I always get the carnitas tacos or carne asada.
Yeah, it's less fried than carnitas is.
Gotcha.
But man, yeah, all of it looking forward to like fucking hell. But
Oh yeah, it starts with a B or something.
maybe you're right, yeah.
Anyway.
So does but. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we're taking a bit of a commercial break right now because we only have 2 days left to fund Destiny New York on Kickstarter. This is my 10th Kickstarter campaign. We at Space Between are making fucking heat right now, okay? This is one of our most successful campaigns already so far. We broke 20,000 today.
Very exciting. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, for a comic book by an indie publisher to break 20,000. And this is our 4th time doing that. That is something to be pretty proud of. I am so happy with how it's doing. Just want to give a shout out to all you backers. And if you listen to this podcast or watch our YouTube channel and haven't given our graphic novels a try, this is a great place to do it because this campaign offers volumes 1, 2, and 3 through the Kickstarter. And also, if you want a different series, we also publish a book called Prison Witch, an all-ages book called Closters, a horror anthology called Modern Dread, a book called Afterglow. All these are also available through the Kickstarter. Pledge today before it's done. We only have 2 days left. And once it's gone, it's gone. It's going to be on Amazon in the future, but this is the only chance to do it through Kickstarter and really to get it at all until late summer. So, go on Kickstarter right now because next week, this little commercial break feature is turning back into our humorous Kickstarter of the week. Okay? But for now, when we have one running, it's all about us, BB.
We are the Kickstarter of the week.
We are. So yeah, that's I'm not even sure what else to fucking cover today. My I will follow up on this one bit. I had a follow-up conversation with my friend Steve Wisnowski. Now, last episode was called My Beef with Steve. Okay?
Did he listen to that?
He did.
That's hilarious.
He listened to the episode, and he wants to come on as a guest to have a rebuttal against me.
Tell his side of the story?
To tell his side of the story.
Fuck yeah. He can sit right here in this spot.
Yep. So I want to talk to him.
That's hilarious.
And we are definitely going to start doing some guest action, too.
Totally.
What I want to do is record those separately, and I want to... because like sometimes we want to be off on a Monday and a Tuesday, you know? If we have something recorded in advance, just pop it in that week and just put out the video that way. We'll probably stream it live whenever we record it anyway, and then just post it on the normal Tuesday. We're going to do a conversation with Steve, and what could be fun is to do it in a different location. My idea is my mom lives in Freeport, which is closer to Steve and closer to many people. It would be fun to go there and go in the patio and do a little setup and have conversations there.
That would be fun.
Who I've talked to about doing this before is Joe Corallo. Joe is a friend who was actually here helping us with the Prison Witch shipments 2 weeks ago. And Joe is the creator, the writer and co-creator of the newly announced She Said Destroy from Vault Comics. We also want to talk to Onodera, who is a rapper. And he and I have already broached the topic, and he's down, and we're going to have a conversation. And we're going to keep doing this, you know, and bringing in new people. So, if there's anyone that you want us to talk to converse with us, let us know who it is, okay? Yeah. Anything that you want to cover, or do you want to just fucking wrap this shit up at 28 minutes and 48 seconds?
Is that too short?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. Here's the thing. When it comes to Space Between, you know who the boss is?
Us.
I'm the fucking
I mean,
boss. I'm the fucking boss.
Well, I'm kind of the boss because if I want to stop, it's over.
That's true. That's true.
No, I don't think I have anything else to fucking say.
Down to you. Did you know, though, I have one more thing to say.
What's up?
You know how sometimes here we have a bit where, like, we'll fuck around with each other? And
oh, that comment?
Yeah, I want to talk about this fucking comment.
Okay,
You will egregiously interrupt me, okay? Mm-hmm. On one of our YouTube videos. Mm-hmm. And what I'll do is I'll put on an act as if I'm furious. But it's clearly a joke. In fact, let's do it right now.
Even the way I respond is like a joke.
How about...
Like, I'm going to interrupt you right now.
Yeah.
I just did.
Watch, hold on.
I'm doing it over and over again.
Wait. God damn it. See, this is it. Hold on, watch. I'll be you, okay?
Oh.
And you be me. I'm trying to do a bit here, okay? I'll be you and you be me. Start talking about something so smart.
Okay, Kickstarter and Destiny New York and go to our Kickstarter.
And what I think is a thing is this.
How fucking dare you? Yeah.
And then I'll edit it so it's like it'll go in on my face close up when I'm like angry, and then I'll go in on Amy's like horrified face, and then that bit will be over and we'll be joking the next second. So here's my thing. If you don't get that's a joke, how are you alive? Like seriously, how'd you make it? I commented back on Kickstarter.
YouTube?
Yeah, Kickstarter. I got Kickstarter in the brain. Okay? I commented back on YouTube because someone said he's kind of a jerk at 22 seconds. And what happened was...
You're kind of a jerk at 22 seconds, babe.
It's too ridiculous to even say. What I remember happening is you coughed, and I said enough of that bullshit.
And then I seriously was like, hold on. And then I coughed more.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm ready.
Like, in what situation
I cough a lot.
would that not be a joke, right? Well, enough of that bullshit. Like, say I was an asshole, right? And my wife coughs next to me. I say, enough of that bullshit. I'm serious. Would I keep it in the video?
Like, his editing skills are on point. Like, you'd think...
Oh my God. So,
Anyway.
So this comment, and like, what during all this, you're against me. Like, I'm like probably holding your hand. You're all over me as you always are because you
Definitely.
can't get enough of this
Like
red
white on rice, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
like fucking like sweet and sour sauce on sweet and sour chicken.
Like ginger on a bear, yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
So fucking this guy comments, he's kind of a jerk at 22 seconds. So I comment back, and at this point I'm like, oh, I probably should have.
He had to defend himself, though.
I had to, just because I don't want anyone thinking I'm being mean to you. But at the same time, I wanted him to know not only was he wrong, but he was wrong and stupid. You know. So I commented back. We are obviously joking. No, I said, we are joking, and it is way too obvious for me to have to make this comment. It's like, who the fuck do you think I am? I would talk to her that way. Seriously, who the fuck do you think I am?
Feeling real Italian today.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say, this morning...
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'll aim you right here. Just to finish that bit. When I do this bit, do you think I'm actually fucking Italian?
with that fucking Irish beard.
Is that what you think fucking happens here? Do you think an Italian man, an Italian dead man ghost possesses my body and I become an Italian man?
I do. I thought that.
Are you fucking dumb? All right.
This morning,
I've said my piece. Now you tell your fucking story.
I was getting ready for work this morning and I put on a Netflix movie that it's funny because I always watch movies and TV and then completely forget that we watch them. And then I'm like watching it again, vaguely remembering, but I'm like, oh, this is good again because I forgot.
Yeah.
So that's what I did this morning. And side note, it was funny because I woke up and then you woke up and I was like, I'm watching the gnarliest movie. And you're like, what movie is it? And I was like, it's The Autopsy of Jane Doe. And you're all, we've seen that together. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's why I was familiar.
Hold on. Wait, not only have we seen it together, but a few days ago, you heard about it, and I was like, oh no, yeah, we've seen that. So you had forgotten that conversation, and that we'd.
So.
Oh boy.
I put it on, or maybe I forgot on the surface, but I didn't like subliminally because I watched it today.
In love with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Glad you visual. So anyway, it's such a crazy movie. It's so, like, to watch it makes your skin crawl. And the worst part, and I posted about this on Facebook, I'm not going to spoil it,
Yeah.
but their cat Stanley, okay, what the fuck? Anyone who's seen this movie, The Autopsy of Jane Doe, and especially anyone who's a cat owner, what the fuck?
I mean, hey, that's one spoiler I don't mind.
I'm pissed.
If something happens to a cat or dog, that's fine to say.
I watched it like, ugh!
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. It's the worst.
One, I mean, the movie takes place in a morgue.
Yeah.
Why is your cat there?
Well, they live there. It's like 6 feet under.
Yeah, but in 6 Feet Under, they were more realistic about what can happen in there, in the
Right.
morgue, right? Like, it was looked at as weird if there was like a bunch of food down there, if they were like,
They had like etiquette.
yeah, they had etiquette for sure. And in this, there's fucking bullshit happening. They decided to put the corpse on fire at one point.
It's some haunting shit though.
Yeah, no, it's a
know,
crazy
it's
movie.
like-
It's crazy.
It's wild. It's definitely a thriller, but it's like critically acclaimed.
Is it?
Yes, that's what it said on Netflix.
Wait, hold on. Did it call itself critically acclaimed?
I don't know. That's just what
All
I
right.
read. Look it up right now.
I'm looking it up right now. I don't believe it's critically acclaimed.
I feel like it is.
What would you say is critically acclaimed?
Critics acclaimed it.
Oh my god. All right, so 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's pretty close to acclaimed.
That's critically acclaimed.
I'll give it to
But
you.
the audience gave it 69% because they all have cats.
I'm going to read the critical consensus. It says, "The autopsy of Jane Doe subverts the gruesome expectations triggered by its title to deliver a smart, suggestively creepy thriller that bolsters director Andre Overdal's growing reputation." Okay. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Now, I've seen it 1.5 times because I was also tuning in while Amy watched it a second time. It does a thing that I think is effective in horror movies that I don't want to say what it is because the very nature of it spoils the movie. But there's a kind of hardcore nature to it that it's somewhat relentless. You know, it's like it's one of those things where it begins and the whole movie gets worse for the characters up until the climax and whatever happens.
Oh my god, no way. Bless you. Jesus.
The Italian ghost is sick.
Taking medication today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. The people are going to think that you're talking about like medication to keep me having one personality. Because
What are you talking about?
you said, here I am talking about myself and an Italian ghost.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
say that you take
I'm like, are you
medication
feeling
today.
a little schizophrenic today?
Yeah.
No, it's for your allergies because you're
yeah.
sneezing.
Yeah. I'm allergic to cats. Imagine that, you know?
And I'm over here like, he's the one that does all of their
I'm
bodily
here
functions.
wiping the butts and stuff.
Oh. He loves to do it.
Oh, but yeah. Autopsy of Jane Doe. I mean, I'd still give it a watch. I wouldn't watch it if I were alone at night. But I ended up having to think about it alone in the morning because my wife left.
I said, hey, wake up to this. Bye.
Yeah. Kind of fucked up.
Go get your car run into by a shopping cart.
To me, it was a good day.
I'm glad.
Hold on.
That's quite the same.
My nose is so stuffed, and I don't want to do a nasty like a hawk, you know?
All right, well, I'm done here.
Yeah, we'll finish up. We don't have an outro anymore. Who the fuck do you think you are that you deserve an outro?
Goodbye.
Actually, you deserve so much. You watch us. You hit like on YouTube. You follow us. You pledge to Destiny New York Volume 3
Whoop.
right now. Or a curse upon your house. I love you. And we're
I
out.
love you. Thanks for stopping by. See you this week.
Peace to you with the hand that wipe my cat's ass.
Have a good week.
I love you.
Bye.
Space between, space between, space between, space between.
Space between.